Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 11th episode of Isekai Quartet. Now, last episode we discovered that there is now a new second class, so there's a whopping 2 classes in this school, so far more productive, I would say, of a learning establishment. And I don't think we got to see quite everyone that's over there, but we saw some of them. We know the Pleiadius maids are over there, who Irons is not too worried about. However, we have Reinhardt over there, who Subaru was definitely worried about. We also have Chris over there, which is great. You know, for various reasons. It's great that Chris is there. That's off the top of my head, that's everyone that I remember, but I'm sure there's some people we didn't quite see just yet that we'll see in this upcoming sports festival, which is the whole reason why we have a second class, so we have somebody to compete against. That's cool. Hopefully we can see characters like Yun and Felt and other characters that I can't come up with off the top of my head, but that I definitely liked from their respective shows. So let's just jump into it and see if we get to meet any of them. So 3, 2, 1, play. We got fireworks, and it looks like it's the day of the event. Yes, Amelia, let's all do our best. That's all we got before the opening? Okay. That's fine. Didn't have much time to look at the group. I don't know if anyone was in there. So, this should be fun. Darkness obviously has an advantage when it comes to athleticism. She's, pretty fit, so I expect Darkness to do very well. I'm sure Rem will do very well as well. Kazuma better do well, otherwise he'll get some more of the Tanya treatment. I don't think he wants more of the Tanya treatment. Well, I really don't understand why this show just can't go on forever. Why does it have to have a finite amount of episodes? Yeah, I don't really see any new people added to the opening. Oh well. Okay, let's get back into it. Oh yes, Union! Union successfully found Megumin. And this is a good chance for that, of course, yeah. Come on, Megumin. She came all this way. To compete with you. As rivals. Don't bully Union. I don't think she does, but that doesn't matter. She just needs victory. Oh, damn. Poor Union. That makes you a gopher, not a friend. Amelia asking the important questions. How shitty, I think, is the word I'm looking for. Felt! Yes, Felt is here. Can mark that out the checklist. So there are 3 classes then, okay. Yeah, I guess he's here too. I think we already knew that though. Okay, it's just like, you guys purposely lose, okay? It's not your fault, yeah. The different rules. Okay. Everyone just, let's do our best and have fun is what he's trying to tell you. Essentially. Oh? Someone. Who are we talking about here? Oh yeah, Reinhardt's definitely, yeah. Of course, that's who they're referring to. I would like to see that fight though. That'd be fun. Heinz versus Reinhardt. That'd be cool. But yeah, let's get rolling with this festival, this field day, whatever they called it. I'm sure she does. Oh, come on, don't skip it. Oh, I didn't see the jump up at first and I was very confused. That is so cheating. Damn. That's just mean on both ends. Oh, well, that's not fair either. This is pretty crazy already. Is that possible to steal, or will you steal something else, Kazuma? Of course you do. Freaking Reinhard. Just try hard. Should be his new name. He's just so broken, balance-wise. Heinz, you need to help us out. Use your, the goal of all life is death, or whatever it was. Oh, wow. Well, that's a little bit unbalanced. But I guess it's fine. Yeah, I've seen that sort of thing in anime before, though. So, I'm not too shocked about it. I am getting My Hero Academia flashbacks, though. It's so perfect to have her on top. So cute. Subaru's cheerleaders over there. Wow. A little bit different cheerleaders for him. You're not even doing anything. I know, it's not fair, is it, Kazuma? Okay, of course they have Felt on the top of theirs, because she's also the smaller one. Oh, Yoon. That's literally just her? That is so sad. That is horrible. Why would you do that? Uh, that's the saddest thing. I can't stop thinking about that now. First, I gotta feel a little bit out of place being on that full-on ReZero team. Come on, Mega Man. Stop it. Uh, yeah, you're just being so mean. Can you, Lines? I think you can do it. Oh? Teacher team. Wow. Teacher team's participating, but not class 3. Okay. We even got Pandora's actor. I don't think we've seen him before. But, we might have, though. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I think this is his first appearance, so cool to have Pandora's actor here. Where'd you go? Well, fine, be that way. Well, if you insist. I've wanted to hit you for a while, so. Because that obnoxious way you talk. So we are going to go for a full-on alliance against the evil teacher overlords. I've missed Felt's voice and her way of speaking in general. Okay, this looks like we have an agreement. Yeah, you look kind of upset. Don't worry, Aqua, nobody can ever replace you. A little serious. Well, one of you on that team's not very strong at all. Oh. Yeah, they try to give you nice little hugs, but then they blow up. That should be useful. Stop being weird. What will you transform into? Oh, of course. Now we'll be confused. They won't know who to attack. Oh. Well then, I think it's time for you to teleport again. Good job, Julius. Ooh, bind. That sounds fun. Oh. Well, you didn't get out of the way in time. Didn't know Chris could do that. It's a nice ability. These two are more. All three of them are more similar than I ever would have imagined. Yeah, this is an Isekai trio. Don't be silly. And there's still the little veneers running around. Yeah, you normal humans can't match that kind of power. Yes. A slight disadvantage, just a little bit. It? What is it? Well, you have my attention now. What are we talking? Oh, a bun. Oh, it's big, whatever it is. Uh. Okay. It's something, alright. I love seeing Union and making me back there. Together. Oh! Oh. The Destroyer. Yeah, that thing is, you don't mess with that thing. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, Destroyer. I knew that's what it was called. Well, this should be exciting, I guess. And then, wow, that was an abrupt end. Okay. That was really abrupt end. I didn't get to see my girls dance and sing. That was unfortunate. But anyway, that was the 11th episode of Isekai Trio. I mean Isekai Quartet. And we got to do our field day in this episode. Now, we got to see a few new characters. Yunyun, the most notable of them. Now, I was happy to see Yunyun. And of course, when Yunyun's here, that means she has to be bullied by everyone. That's just the nature of her character. I'm a little bit confused about something, though. Because Yunyun, she's apparently a part of Class 3. And it seems like they're heavily implying that she's the only member of Class 3. And, that's really sad if that's the case. But didn't they say she was like a gopher for her classmates, or was she afraid of just like her friends back in her world? I may have just misinterpreted something there, but there was definitely some sort of talk about that. But either way, Yunyun is very sad and alone. That's just kind of the meat of it, which is always very, very sad to see. But I'm just glad to have Yunyun here. I wish Megami wouldn't bully her so much. It used to be funny, but after a while, I just start to feel really bad for Yunyun. I always think about those flashbacks back in the main series. When Yunyun and Megami both had like the crystal ball they were touching, they both showed like sad memories on both sides. Well, although Megami's were kind of sad too, I guess. Yunyun's were the really sad ones, like just sitting at a birthday table all by herself. Just like ever since that, I think I've always just felt really, really bad for Yunyun and just couldn't get much comedic value out of bullying her anymore after that. She's just a very poor but fortunate girl, and that I like a lot, so. Yeah. She says Class 3 will win, but I don't think there's much of a Class 3, really. But it was a good chance for Union to, like, compete with Megumin, though, because it's, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is, competing with friends at a competition. But yeah, I want to go back to the when Union first shows up so I can get that. Yeah, she just shows up suddenly, says she wants to have a duel with them. Megumin tells, you know, the other ones like, yeah, I don't know this girl, and maybe she's talking about some other Megumin, similar to what she did in the main series, of course. But she insists on them being lifelong rivals. She claims Class 3 will win. Asks if she even knows what this is. Then she asks, do you even have friends? Which, you know, we know the answer to that. She says, of course I do. Yeah, she says right now my friends in the same class are sending me to buy some yakisoba pan. But I guess that's just a lie then if there's no one else in the class, which, I mean, she's always kind of lied or stretched the truth in regards to friends anyway. That's nothing new, I guess. But why would you lie about being a gopher for your friends? That's just multiple levels, like layered levels of pathetic. So I don't know. That's just it's just very sad. That's really the only word for it. But she definitely implies that there's other class members there, but they don't only imply there isn't, so clearly she was not being truthful there, I guess. But Amelia asking a serious question in response to that just kind of made it a little bit sadder, because she doesn't get it at all, what a sad existence Yun is. But after that is when we met up with Felt, got to see her, which is cool. And then, you know, I was having a little bit of a conversation with the Pleiadius maids about how we should all just do our best, you know, don't worry about it. Megumin on mic that we skipped, which really upsets me. I would have loved to have heard I wanted to hear Megumin on that mic for at least a minute. I know we are short on time with the show because it's a short form anime, but I would have liked at least a minute of Megumin just going off on that microphone, but oh well. And we did some events. We had the jump rope, but there's nothing much to say about that. But okay, yeah, so it does list class 3 up there. You know, as class 1, class 2, class 3, at least right there. But I don't know if we saw anyone else in the class, so maybe it was just only Yun doing events. And it was kind of funny when they were, I don't know what the event would be called, when they try to bite the hanging bread. Our Yuri, our leader of the Pleiadius maid, just taking her head off because she's like a Dualahan or whatever, they can do that. So yeah, at this point, class 3 still has 0 points. Okay, this was one of the funnier ones. Yeah, said, Sheltier, are you okay? And then we had Sheltier holding a sign that said big breasts, and then Yun holding a sign that said friend. So yeah, they're basically bullying both of them in regards to the scavenger hunt item they both got. So they should probably switch. That would be for the best, but you know. It looks like Sheltier was actually going towards Rem for hers, which makes sense. And then you had Yun kind of going towards Megumin for hers, but you know, you know how that is. So that was probably my favorite little part of the actual field day events themselves. But you know, the other ones were fine as well, I guess. But yeah, it looks like class 3 just gets no points. Reinhard just pulling on that rope. Oh, I didn't even notice that Darkness was tied up by the rope on the other side. That's funny. Well played there, Reinhard. I know what you were thinking in that scene, and I know what Darkness would say in regards to what you were thinking in that scene. And I kind of wish we got that. You know how Darkness usually does that when anything that can even be vaguely inferred as being lewd, Darkness just goes off on a spiel about what that person's clearly thinking and what their true motives are and all that. This would have been a good chance for that, to get that from Darkness, but again, I guess we just didn't have time for it. Would have been nice, though, if she talked about how lewd she thought Reinhard was for tying her up in that rope and all that. That would have been good to get, but unfortunately, no. He has a tug. What do you call it? Tug of war defined protection, because he just has all the defined protections, because that's Reinhardt for you. But yeah, 15-10 to 0, still class 3 just nothing. But apparently Cosmo can steal balls, so not against Reinhardt though, because again, divine protection. So Cosmo's not gonna grab Reinhardt's balls anytime soon. And yeah, 2015 still 0, 25-15 still 0 for Class C, so Yun's really not carrying that class very well at all. But yeah, they're starting to get a little bit upset with Reinhardt at that point, which makes sense. Okay, yeah, that's when we started to do our, why am I blanking on the name of the event? The cavalry match thing, that's when they do that, which is apparently the only one that actually matters, as it usually goes. And it was quite funny, the bit of a disconnect between the kind of support Subaru got from Rem and Amelia, you know, who both like him, and then the support Cosmo got from people like Megumin, Darkness, and Aqua was a very different type of support, so that was pretty funny. Another one of my favorite parts of the episode. definitely just so much less encouraging. It was great. Especially Darkness, just Kazuma, go pretend to be a horse and get stepped on. And then get knocked on the ground and stepped on more. Believe it or not, Darkness, not everyone is into that sort of thing. So. Okay, yeah, then he asked about Class 3. This is another part I wanted to get to. Because they had only those two classes, and they're both respective mounts. And then Kazuma asked the important question, hey, where's Class 3? And then it just shows the Union over there underneath the canopy, is it called? Whatever it is. Just sitting there, all alone. Literally nobody else on the screen, just sitting there with that mild smile on her face, just looking so sad. And then Mrandresk54 subscribed to me. And apparently, yeah, Class 3 is just Union. She said she's may talk about how there's a class full of people that are all friends with her that she gets yakisoba pan for, which is still a weird thing to lie and brag about, so very weird. But yeah, apparently that's just not true at all. It's literally just Union, which is so sad. Why couldn't they just put her in Class 2? Were they really that full? Like, if it was an issue, couldn't they just move someone from class, like, at best, there'd only be like a 1% difference. Like, if there was more than that, you could just move somebody from one to the other. So why couldn't they just have her be part of Class 2? That's such a horrible when the teachers bully her too. Like, what are you supposed to do at that point? Just so sad seeing her sit. That was probably the saddest part of the episode, and that really lingered with me after I saw it. Just Union sitting there all by herself. Because that's when the realization dawned on me that she was the only person in her class. You know, she's all alone. That poor girl. Let's see. What was it the Union said there? Yeah, that's what making me ask the question, why are you here when you're in Class 3? You know, why don't you hang out with your other class with all your friends? And just making me which was so savage on her in this scene. Do you not have any friends in your class after all? Did you lie to me about being a gopher? Just... Then she insists that she does. But yeah, she points out that Class 3 isn't participating in the event because she can't participate in the event because you can't do the cavalry battle as a single person. It just doesn't work that way. So she just can't participate in the event. And then just like, don't tell me this Class 3 of yours just doesn't exist. Just Megumin, just so savage. Even Kyuu just is like, okay, Megumin, stop. She's already dead, just stop. Yeah. Just please stop bullying her is kind of the overall message of the episode, really. And that's all I really want to talk about. It's just, I guess I could talk about the whole specifics of the match against the teacher team and all that, but I don't have much to say on that at all. And I've already talked way more than I should have on this reaction discussion segment here. But the teachers did join the battle, and apparently so did the Destroyer, so next episode should be quite exciting, I would think. Because we found out in the main Konosuba anime that this Destroyer is not exactly an easy target to destroy. So, but we do have plenty of teleportation magic this time, so we should be able to get rid of it pretty easily. Because that's what we did in the main series. We just teleported the exploding core away, and yeah, that solved the problem, at least temporarily. There were repercussions of that later on, but that was stuff to deal with at another time. But yeah, next episode is the last one, which is very sad. We better get a season 2. There's no reason not to have more seasons of this anime. It shouldn't be that high of a budget of a show, animation-wise. I mean, maybe voice actor-wise, because there's some pretty important people here, like Yuki Aoi for one. Yuki Aoi voicing Tanya, of course, but there's plenty of other very important voice actors here. So, yeah, it shouldn't be that high of a budget anime, though, because it is still the chibi art style. And not even that much of a soundtrack, really. And even of course, can use some music from the other anime as well. So it really shouldn't be that it shouldn't be that high budget of a show. It should be easy to produce, and it should be fairly popular because it's leveraging the value of 4 different IPs. So there's really no reason not to have more of it. It's kind of my overarching point. So I think most people would agree with me on that. But yeah, good episode. I'm glad Union's here, even though she's being bullied, but that's nothing new for Union, of course. I just can't believe she was put into a class all by herself and cannot fully participate in the field day as a result. That really is the biggest takeaway with me for the episode. Just poor Union. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.